What is up guys, White Walker here bringing you a new Clash of Clans video, and in this video I'll be showing a few Laloon attacks. One of the attacks was a Golaloon attack and the other one was a Golaloon but a kind of Go quadruple Laloon because I used 4 hounds in that one. So basically in this video I'll be showing you two Laloon attacks I did in one of my wars, and it was a perfect war for me because I got 3 stars each on both my attacks, and I had a 6 star war. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my attacks, and I'm gonna tell you what to do in case you use this strategy in war. It is a very effective strategy, but you've got to pick the right base for it, and you've got to execute this strategy properly, because if you don't, you'll slip up. It's not at all hard. You just have to give it a try. I think you should try this strategy 1 or 2 times, maybe a couple of times in multiplayer mode before actually executing it in wars. So moving on to our attack, that was a Golaloon attack. So I did a Golaloon attack on this base, and as you can see my troop composition. I had 4 archers. 4 archers I took to take down these 4 builder huts in these 4 corners. So this is why I brought 4 archers with me. I think I had 3 archers and 1 minion. So same thing. Okay, and then I had 3 wall breakers. Uh, these wall breakers are for my golem so that they can enter. For my kill squad, the golem, the hero, the wizard, so that they can enter into the base and kill the queen and 2 air defenses. And I had 13 balloons, 6 wizards, 1 golem, 1 max golem in CC, and 3 lava hounds. So this is my troop composition. And spells, I have 2 rage spells, 1 jump spell, 2 poison spells, and 2 haste spells. Spells you can, in this case I took 2 rage spells and 2 haste spells. You can take 3 rage spells if you want to. You can take 1 rage spell and 4 haste spells. It's totally up to you. You can make changes to these spells if you want to. So moving on to my attack. So this is what I did. I dropped that archer, I dropped that minion, and I'm going to create a funnel here. I dropped my first golem, dropping those wizards behind that golem, drop my second golem, dropping a few more wizards. Now here my funnel is created. I dropped my queen, and now I'm gonna drop my wall breaker and my king. So after dropping that wall breaker, the wall is open and the king and the queen will go inside. That enemy queen went down so quickly. I used 1 rage for my heroes. I just wanted to take out as much of this base as possible. This is why I dropped 1 rage here. That lava hound popped, and it just helped me. I mean, if there is a land of lava hound in a CC, I think it's easy compared to dragons, because dragons do a lot of damage. So this is where I started. At this point, like 2 air defenses were down, the queen was down, and the CC was down. So this is where you have to drop your after this part. You have to drop your lava hounds and your balloons, and this is how the attack starts. So what I did is I dropped 2 lava hounds followed by a few balloons, and I used my rage pretty early. I wanted to take down that air defense pretty quickly. I dropped my third lava hound up top, followed by a few more balloons. And if you'll notice, the deployment of my balloons it is not. I didn't spam my balloons. I placed them strategically. Or you can call surgically. So that I get maximum out of these balloons. Spamming the balloons is not a good idea. You should uh, drop these balloons strategically or surgically. In wars, it helps a lot. So I had 2 more balloons and I dropped them. This attack was pretty quick. Once those queens and those 80s were down, I wrecked this space. So nothing is left in this attack now. It's all just cleanup. And the archers I had, I took to take down those builder huts. I used them, and it is just all cleanup now. I don't have lot of lava pups left, but there are a few. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lava pups are left, and they'll do the job. They'll do the job for me. And it was a pretty easy 3 star. It looks easy, but it took a lot of time to make a plan for this base, and then to execute this attack. Anyways, it was a good attack. GG, well played, White Walker. Moving on to my next attack. The next attack was a bit different, because in this attack I did not take 2 golems. I just took 1 golem. That is it, one golem. So let's check out my troop composition and then we'll go ahead and watch this replay. So what I did is I took one archer. Why I took one archer? Let me see. I think I took this one archer because I had one troop space left and I had nothing else to take. So I could have taken a goblin or an archer or a troop which takes one troop space, if that makes any sense. So an archer, barbarian, or a barbarian archer or a minion, no minion, goblin. These were the three options only: goblin, archer, or a barbarian. So I went with an archer. Anyways, so if you'll notice in this base, the queen is pretty exposed, and there is an air defense next to her. So this is why I opted to go with four lava hounds, because what I planned here was I planned on taking down this bitch. This bitch is this queen. This bitch with my golem and with my king. This was the plan. And as you can see, this guy had his exposed set to ground. So this is what made it even easier for me, because once I saw these exposed set to the ground and these air defenses were all level 6 and this queen so pretty exposed, and I was like, I'm going for this attack. This is going to be an easy 3 star. So this is the reason why I went with this troop composition. So moving on. So I've got three wall breakers just to open this section of the wall so that my golem and my king goes in. I've got four wizards. Wizards are just to create the funnel. One minion. One minion is for cleanup. I had extra troop space, so I took one minion. I had one. I took one hog. The hog is just to help my golem and my king to take down that air defense, just to help them hurry it up. Okay, in my CC, what did I have in my CC? Okay, yeah, I had a max golem in my CC. Okay, and then my heroes and then troop composition was I had one rage and two lightning spells and one earthquake spell with three haste spells. So why I took two lightning spells and one earthquake spell is because I wanted to zap quake one of the air defenses. So this way I got rid of two air defenses and then I was left with just two more air defenses. Out of four, I got rid of two air defenses, one with spell and one with golem and the king. And then I had a rage and three haste for rest of my attack, which was more than enough. So let's go on and let's watch this attack. Let's see how I executed it. It was an al atake attack. So I'm gonna drop my golem anytime now. Okay, Mr. Golem, where are you, Mr. Golem? Mr. Golem, I took sweet ass time in dropping that golem. Come on, Mr. Golem. Okay. Here we go now. So this is what I did. First I zap quake this air defense and it was down. Pretty awesome job. Let me remind you here, two level 6 lightning spells and one earthquake spell can take down a level 7 air defense. So dropping my golem, creating that funnel with those wizards, pretty standard stuff. Dropped my king, gonna drop those wall breakers. I'll open up this section. Section is open. The king and the golem makes their way towards that queen. I didn't use my queen. I had my queen. I would have used it in case this king would have died without getting rid of that air defense. So I had it just in case. But the king did its job and the queen was not needed. So now here I have begun my attack, and this is what I did. I dropped the hound, and then I started dropping those balloons surgically. I dropped two hounds on one air defense, and then the rest of the two hounds on the other air defense, and then balloons behind them surgically. Two balloons per air defense, three balloons per air defense, one balloon per air defense, not air defense, per defense. One, two, three balloons per defense. This is what I did. Like in case there is an AD close by, what I do is I drop three balloons, and when there is an archer tower, I drop two balloons per archer tower, and when there is a cannon or something like mortar, I just drop one balloon. So this is how I did it, and the expos were set to ground, so it made my attack pretty easy. This hound is going to I had two hounds, one of which exploded in the end ultimately. So this is why this attack got a bit slow, and I was pretty I was um I was worried. because during this attack, but because when I saw the HP of my balloons, they were all red, and there was still a wizard tower. So I was worried, and this is why I didn't use my last haste. I didn't want those balloons to go ahead of that lava hound, but just look at their HP. They're all red, but ultimately that wizard tower went down, and now my balloons are safe unless an air bomb or an air bomb comes and deals some splash damage. Just cleanup time, and luckily one lava hound popped, which helped me with the cleanup. I had the queen and I dropped her, and she'll help me clean up the rest of this base. It was a pretty standard attack. Nice attack, GG, well played. So this was two Laloon attacks I used this war, and this is how you do it. So try these strategies in your war, and let me know if they are any good, because they are good for me. But you also let me know if they are any good for you. Anyways, guys, that's all for this video. I'll do a war recap video from this war, and I'll post it later today or maybe tomorrow. So for now, White Walker signing off.